He had himself a series. He had himself a game 6, that's for sure. Scoring 42 points, 16 for 25, eliminated the Hawks in this one. Wall averaged more than 29 points per game to help Washington reach the Eastern Conference semifinals for the 3rd time in 4 years. So, Doyle, here's my question. Where does he now rank among best point guards in the East after seeing his performance tonight?
I think he's the best of the best. I think he's the 4th best point guard in the NBA behind Curry, Harden, Westbrook, him. So those other 3 guys.
That's like a half compliment. You don't want to be the 4th best at anything, but
he's the best in the East.
He's the best in the East.
So did you sell it like that?
I said, where does he rank in the East? He's the best.
Okay, so if you finish 4th in Miss America, okay?
Which would never happen.
But you're Miss Illinois, what would you prefer?
I prefer not to compete in a beauty pageant.
Come on.
Okay, I'd prefer to win Miss America. If I'm going to compete, let me win it all.
Those aren't the options, okay? The option is you're 4th in Miss America or you're Miss Illinois. What's more impressive to you?
That's a really hard... winning Miss Illinois, I guess, because it's the actual crown and a sash. You win nothing if you get 4th.
See, my point is, well, there you go. There's your answer with John Wall. You'd rather be the best player in the East versus the 4th overall.
Don't ever ask me beauty pageant questions again.
I thought you were like Miss Teen USA, Illinois.
Why do you make things up? And I thought you were really good when you played at Northwestern. I mean, things just, I don't know.
John Wall, I think, if you don't know, now you know. If you just casually watch the NBA and don't really dive into it like we do here, I've been so high on this guy all year long. People talk about Kyrie Irving being the best point guard, Isaiah Thomas. Both those guys are awesome, no doubt about it. John Wall makes average players great and good players even better than that. Like a guy like Bradley Beal, I don't think he's in the position he's in without playing alongside John Wall. Ask Otto Porter, ask Morcine Gortat. He just hands those guys wide open jump shots, wide open layups. So I think the casual fan, maybe I don't pay that much attention to it. Maybe I was just diving into the MVP race. Now that you watch, you know what the rest of the NBA knows. This guy, his speed, his athleticism, and the way his game has developed as far as jump shooting, he's taken it to the next level. I think next year he's a free agent. I'm not sure they addressed all the needs they had. They really wanted Durant. I wonder if he looks around, doesn't get over the hump this year, doesn't get over the hump next year, if he deuces to DC. They need to make a move. They need to go get somebody else.
Okay, they just won Game 6. They're advancing in the NBA playoffs.
I have them leaving DC.
Yeah, just pump the brakes here if we're going to stick with that thing.
You were never a pageant. You would have been a good pageant.
No.
Yeah.
I'm way too much of a spaz. I can't control myself sometimes. I say things I shouldn't. Like, I would be a horrible beauty queen.
You think so?
Terrible. And I love French fries and macaroni and cheese. Like, I would be awful. The swimsuit competition, they'd be like, this chick just ate fast food. No, she's out.
I look at your Instagram. It's good positioning on the pictures.
Yeah, I pop the shoulder.
Yeah, it was just like a weird lean.
Okay.
I do that when I'm at
Things
the
are getting awkward. Help, Laura. Laura.
That tends to be the case a lot of times when you do segments with Doyle.
Anytime Tim starts leaning, you got to cut. You go to the other set. Even if people aren't ready, even if we have nothing to talk about.
Like if there's no one here,
right?
You still toss across the studio.
Yeah, you got to keep the viewer happy. Tim starts leaning, we start losing viewers quickly.